Well, I did promise that if I ever needed to remove the deck, I would make a video showing you how to install it, after last time I managed to record the whole thing facing the wrong way. So I did have a problem with my boat. I took it out at the weekend. We caught a couple of fantastic taupe, but unfortunately one of them managed to sink its teeth into the underside of the tube. I didn't know it was the underside of the tube at the time, so while trying to find the leak, I actually removed the deck to see if the floor seals had gone, but I think they're okay. And the only puncture I could find was on the underside of the tube where the taupe had been. So there were 3 pinpricks, perfectly formed to the shape of a taupe's mouth, and I'll include a small video up here somewhere. So we've got a boat that's maintaining pressure now, and the only thing I need to do is put the deck back in, so I'm going to do that now. So it's really easy in that every single piece is numbered if you don't take the stickers off. First one to go in is the bow. So it's got a textured surface on the top, smooth on the bottom. You want the texture side face up along with the sticker. Make your life easier, deflate your boat first. What you want to do, you want to make sure that's lined up nice and central like that. Okay, time for the second piece. And this is just like a tongue and groove system, if you've ever fit one of those floors. Let some more of that. So that's down. One top tip actually, put your valve plugs back in, otherwise they'll get caught and drive you nuts. Like I said, just a tongue and groove system. Number 3. If you can see along here, there's going to be some stringers that we attach here afterwards, and to make life easier you want to make sure that each of these boards are already lined up with each other along each edge. If you end up with them offset, it does make life a lot easier, a lot tougher for you later. So take your time, get them slot in, make sure everything's lined up, and life will be easier. Okay, this time I'm going to intentionally leave this one, number 4, missing, and we'll put the stern in. You'll see why in a minute. reason why I installed the 5th board slightly further up first is because of the transom and where it connects. The material is much tighter, so if you fit it towards the middle and then slot it back, you'll get much more flexibility in the material. Okay, final piece. We'll get it slotted in first, and then you'll see that this board will tighten up all of the others. So we'll slot it into the 5th board, the last board, first, and then we'll lift the joining parts up into the middle and then push them down together. Again, this is a great point to make sure each side is lined up nicely before we tighten things up. Need some more air out. Okay, you want those boards to line up in the centre there. Just make sure you've got nothing trapped. Like that. There you go, the deck's been nicely pushed up against the stern, underneath the retainers. And last part's to get the stringers in. You get 2 long, 2 short. You want the 2 long ones at the back, 2 short ones at the front. That'll tighten everything up. And you can see the benefit of having this all lined up already. And one tip is to get one of your oars and place it underneath the deck, and it levels things off. So let's do that. There we go, that's one in. So these were the joins I was talking about before. That's important to have in line, so that the groove of this runner here, this stringer, should slot in nicely. Just like that, and you can see the double layer of protection along here. That's exactly where you want to make sure the corner of these stringers are pointing in towards, and you can see that I've got a nice generous overlap, more importantly on this one here. So now we'll connect the front two. There's one. So again, want it right in the middle of this join here. There we go. And once we get that inflated, that'll just tighten everything up, which we'll do now. This is handy. Little DIY battery box which I use for my fish finder, and on the back it's got a cigarette lighter socket for the pump. So I typically mostly inflate it at home the day before I go, and then I just top it off on the day then with a freshly charged battery, and that'll do me all day as well. Recharging my phone, topping up the tubes, fish finder, all good. Now it's a really hot day today, so believe it or not, it's a really hot day today, so I'm only going to give it 2 psi. And you're just making sure that you've not pinched anywhere along those stringers. Right, if you have a look here, where the end of the stringers meet, there's a double layer of protection. Same with the bow section there. You come along, there's another one just next to it for the end of the stringer. Same again where those two stringers meet there, and same down at the stern as well. So you want to make sure that your stringers align with those so that you get the most protection for your boat. Now I might not be the best person to start talking about protecting your boat, because as you can see, there's the battle scar from a taupe. Like I said, I'll show you a clip of the air pissing out of that, but anyway, she's holding well now. That was a repair done with a 2-part marine glue from Polymarine. But anyway, like I said, super quick video. There she is, deck installed, partially inflated. I tested earlier, she's holding pressure, so she's ready for the water again now. So yeah, that's it. Installed in an alley deck. Pretty straightforward. Take your time. It's certainly a lot easier with a boat that's already been inflated, so get your boat inflated first, like I said in that other video. Let things stretch out a bit, and then yeah, as you can see, she goes in pretty easy, and the more times you do it, the more used to it you get, and the easier it'll go in. But yeah, that's it. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, it's much appreciated, and I'll see you on the next.